God damn, whose Instagram is that? Iggy Azalea. Well, damn. Iggy, bring that ass over here. Hey, yo, I'm bugging the fuck out. Anyway, I gotta start this podcast. This your boy, Vance Michelle, aka Vito Blaze, aka V-Love, aka whatever the fuck you want to call me, but make sure you keep it real and keep it nice, okay? Anyway, what ain't nice, what ain't really nice is what I be seeing on the social media. Yo, you can't believe anything what you see in social media these days. But before I get into that, I gotta tell you, I had a great week. And a great week, due to this great week I'll tell you what made this week a great week. It's because I did a lot of self-care. You know, if you out there and you probably disappointed with your life, you probably disappointed on how you feel right now, you probably depressed and shit. Yo, take a day for yourself. Do some self-care. You know, I did some yoga. Yeah, I never tried yoga before, but I did it before because you realize when you get old, as me, I'm like 42 out here in these streets. Some of y'all might hear that shit be like, shit, damn. Motherfuckers an unk out here. Yeah, I'm an unk, but I don't be living that unk life, you know. But anyway, I was doing some self-care. Self-care is when, you know, you just do a facial or, you know, go work out. Take a day for yourself, relax, really rest up. I mean, not nap and just sleep 2 hours, really rest for sleep for 10 hours. If you haven't done that shit in about 2 weeks, then go ahead and do it today. Because that's how you really, you know, because a lot of things can weigh you down. Every day things can weigh you down, especially if you have kids and shit. You want to keep up. You want to keep your mood fresh. And getting tired is something that happens. I remember having my cooking 9 to 5s, and I would be having 10-hour shift, back-to-back 10-hour shifts. And I think I'll be good sleeping 4 hours in between those days. But nope, you probably running on empty if you going like that. If you, especially if you on your grind, you chasing your dreams, you getting that paper. There's, you know, I'm not telling you to stop, but you got to rest. And that's what I did. I had a great week doing that. And next self-care week, I'm gonna go to the spa. You know, I had one of my friends, he told me he usually goes to the spa every week. Once a week. And he tells me, hey, Vince, you should go to the spa. First of all, I tell him, yo, that's gay as fuck. I don't want to go to no spa. Go to a place where I'm damn near naked, sweating and around other men. Pause. In a place, and then we just just soaking the water, and the germs are just circulating in this hot room. And you know germs are staying alive because it's hot. It's just a nasty place to be in, you know. It's I'm kind of germophobic like that. I don't want to be around that. But then he tells me, no, he got a little private spa where he don't even have to be around all of that. And I'm like, okay, that sounds good. And plus he tells me how relaxed he is during the week. You know, because, you know, everyday stressful things come out of nowhere. You know, a motherfucker could come out of nowhere and just say you ugly. That shit could just fuck up your day. But if you start your day or your week with a spa or a facial, or, you know, you just rest up for 10 hours a day, 10 hours that day, play or do some other things, like play video games, go outside to the park, play with your dog, pause. You're animal, okay? If you want to beat your meat, pause, do that too, but don't be gooning and shit. Gooning where you be beating your meat all day, alright? Don't be doing that. But anyway, I had a great week, but during that week, here's what happened to me. I had a gig. I had a gig, right? I had to be on call set, you know, Cause that's what I had to do. One day I had to go on set for an Apple thing. I ain't gonna say nothing. I think I signed an NDA. So I ain't gonna blow up my spot, make myself hot. I'm trying to keep my job. Alright? Anyway, I was on set and I was doing my gig. I was leaving, my gig finished and I was leaving. I got a ride. As I got a ride, the guy gave me a ride. As we were leaving, his van caught a flat. His minivan caught a flat. And I was like, damn. I needed a ride to get up out of here. And then while I was trying to help him fix his flat, I said I was going to catch the bus. But I got caught up helping him and talking to some other people that I missed the bus. Nah, but I got a ride still from the people I was talking with outside. Good thing. The universe was looking out for me then, but then the universe was telling me something else. I'll get to you. I'll get to that later. Now the next morning, my friend comes through and gives me a stereo system. And then next thing you know, I needed a ride to go to Walmart. He was like, yeah, I'll give you the ride. But as soon as I jump in the car, he notices that his bender is loose and he needs a screw. So I'm like, damn. Looks like I gotta help him fix this ride. Now the universe helped me find the screw and get a ride to Walmart, but still, the universe is telling me something else. And this is what the universe was telling me. It was telling me to get a fucking car, get a license. Because every time you jump in the ride and then some shit happens, you can't, I can't be me. And I feel discouraged every time because I could be somewhere. This doesn't happen once. It hasn't happened like more than twice. It happened a lot of times to me. And I just telling me, and those last 2 times within the 24 hours, I was just like, fuck it. I gotta get a car. I gotta get a license. So that's what the goal is for the 2024. I'm definitely getting a license. And once I get the license, I'm gonna start a tour. I'm gonna be like, I got my license tour. And it's gonna be nationwide. From Montreal to Vancouver. I got my license tour. Cause this relying on other people for rides these days suck. I'm probably the last motherfucker you want to hear this lesson from, but if you learn something, if you're gonna learn something from today, learn that you can't rely on goddamn rides when it's time for you to get on that grind. For you to get the bag. Every time when you get the bag, some shit go down. You know what I mean? Speaking of some shit going down when they was about to get the bag was fucking Nicki Minaj getting arrested in Amsterdam for pre-rolled joints. God damn. How the fuck did this happen? This is ironic too because you can actually smoke pre-rolled joints in Amsterdam cafes. But I don't know if it's legal to possess marijuana in airports. That's the thing. It's 2 different things when you consuming and possessing. They got different laws out there in Amsterdam. That's what a lot of people don't seem to get. And they get confused because they hear Nicki Minaj get arrested in Amsterdam for weed. And they're like, oh shit, I thought weed was legal. It's not legal in Amsterdam. It's legal to smoke in certain cafes, but you can't possess that shit. I mean, you could possess it, but like, you can't be like traveling, leaving borders in it. That's a whole nother thing. Whole nother thing, people. Whole nother thing. That's what Nicki Minaj did. No, she got caught up. Here's the thing. Just like I said, who the fuck is handling like security and the relations and shit who's handling this shit. Because for her to get caught up with the pre-rolls is wild, and for her to get that charge is wild. Is she paying the right people? For anything, she need to pay the right people. And I hope this is not another Brittany Garnier situation, because it is. If it is, let's do a trade. We could trade for, who can we trade for right now? Coy Leroy. We'll trade for her. I don't think anybody gonna miss her. Alright? We'll trade for Coy Leroy. We'll trade for Megan Thee Stallion. A lot of people probably didn't like that. Probably didn't like what I said, but if it goes down, if we got to trade, we'll trade for Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion for Nikki. All day. We will not trade Cardi B for Nicki Minaj. I don't care what y'all saying. A lot of people, I know what y'all hearing. Like, oh, let's send Cardi B off. Nope. We're keeping her. Just like Offset. We're keeping her. Now, if you've been watching your Instagram, social media lately, all of a sudden you've been bombarded with a bunch of fake posts. I say fake because you really got to check this shit. I'm saying I saw a movie trailer post, like it was like Will Smith stars in Miss Doubtfire. Then you seen Mike Gandolfini's son, or James Gandolfini's son, Mike Gandolfini, starring in The Soprano. And I had to see some other shit. Wait, no, those are the only two things that made me really, oh yeah, some other things. I seen some Great Value came out with these chicken nuggets in shape of a gun, man, and they were called Glock nuggets or Freedom nuggets, right? And I had to look up, like, no, Great Value would not do that, because this is Walmart. They will not put chicken nuggets in shape of a fucking gun. So I had to check this shit on Google. I had to see, like, hey, did Great Value make chicken nuggets in shape of gun? They was like, no, this is AI generated. Just like that Miss Doubtfire poster with Will Smith, that was AI generated. And this Soprano TV show that you might see, which is AI generated. Now, if you seen the trailer for Matrix 5, that ain't I wish it was AI generated, but it ain't. Matrix 5 is on the way. Okay. I saw Matrix 4. It was a mess. I seen it again. You know what? It's a mess to a few, but if you really, really like the Matrix, it's okay. I like Matrix 4. Matrix 4 was okay. And for them to come out with Matrix 5, I see they trying to get this money. So I'm with it. They got mines. Anyway, I'm buying the ticket. That's why I had to see. I had to really check to see, because I seen a trailer for Matrix 5 and I was like, wait, is this AI? Because you know how many fake trailers they out there for. Like, motherfuckers actually think that a new Back to the Future is coming out with Tom Holland just because a trailer was out, and it was made with AI. Damn near everything is made with AI. If you post now, it's to the point where I think social media is sick of AI. Because they're like, yo, if you gonna post this and this is AI generated, can you tell us, so they already know where to put your shit up on the feed? Because your thing is messing up everybody in need. Listen, this is what it is. AI is fucking up the game. That's what I'm telling you. And then you see, I'm smart enough to fact check a lot of the shit that I saw, but not a lot of people ain't. And then when they don't fact check and they assume that this shit is real, they gon' make comments like shit is real. To the point, I'm thinking like, damn, how many AI things have we seen out here? And already people are just commenting and making news off of shit that ain't even real. Like, because rumors get spread easily without AI. Now with AI, man, shit, I can't believe it. Because the comments that I seen on the Miss Doubtfire shit was wild. It was like, oh, you know, Will Smith in the dress, you know, this is what they do to black men in Hollywood. And I'm like, oh, yo. First of all, I don't even think Will Smith will even make that move to do Miss Doubtfire. He does some crazy moves, but that move, I don't think that's in Will's mind. Like, to come out with what? Oh, he just slapped the motherfucker on stage at the Oscar, and then all of a sudden you think he's gonna be back in the dress so he could get back into Hollywood? I don't even think that's the way it go. And anyway, he already back in Hollywood. He got the Bad Boy 4 coming out. I like it. I like Bad Boy 4. I got my homie Martin Lawrence in. Make sure I'm gonna go check that out. That's definitely a must see for me. Bad Boys 4 and Matrix 5. They got me. They got my money. They got me. Anyway. AI really fucking up the game. Really fucking up the game, B. Matter of fact, my name is Vance Michelle. That shit real. I'm real. This ain't AI, B. You know what I mean? This ain't AI with my voice. Because I already told you how AI could scam motherfuckers. Now AI fucking up the game to a point where I could put a post up and you won't even think that it's fake. You'll just think that it's real. I'll put a post up of me in Fiji. You know what I mean? On a hammock and shit. You be thinking like, how the fuck you get out there? He ain't even got a job. I just heard this nigga on the podcast. That shit ain't even popping like that. I don't even know. It shit. That nigga did a movie? How the nigga in Fiji like that? I AI'd your ass. Eh? How many times you probably got AI and you thinking that shit real? You probably got AI and that shit fucked your whole day up. But that shit was fake. You gotta be AI fucking up the game to the fact that I just want to tell y'all, fact check every fucking thing. Fact check everything. Everything coming up your motherfucking way. Bitch, even trying to say, yo, this your baby and this the pregnancy test. That shit could be AI. That bitch could probably show you a fucking pregnancy test that got 3D printed. You know what I mean? Talking about this paternity test. You know what I mean? Take me to court for real then. Or this is the results of the paternity test. I did DNA. I did Ancestry.com and shit. Bitch, that shit could be AI. You know what I'm saying? I know I pulled out that day. You know what I mean? You don't get played these days because AI can fucking fuck up your shit, B. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be at the bill. Like if I go to the restaurant next week, you know what I mean? I go pay my meal, and then the waiter brings me my bill. I look at that bill, I'll tell her like straight up, that shit AI. That shit fake. I'm not paying that. Matter of fact, I gotta fact check this bill. Did you fact check this bill? Do you actually know I brought this hamburger? Go check that shit with the chef. Cause if my shit just got cooked up by a robot, I don't even think I'm gonna pay this bill. This bill fake. This bill got, you know what I'm saying? If you got lost in what I'm saying, then you ain't ready for this shit. You ain't ready for the field out here, cause it's real out here. Anyway, you know what's real? This track I'm about to play by Vito Blaze, and it's called Step Out My Door. Alright, so turn the volume up wherever the fuck you at and play this shit.
Yeah. Vito. Hell, yeah.
Sometimes there's too much I need to know. Sometimes I need my space to even grow. You don't even know then what you here sending for. You ain't for my cause, so step out my door. Sometimes there's too much I need to know. Sometimes I need my space to even grow. You don't even know then what you here sending for. You ain't for my cause, so step out my door.
Ask you what's your name? It doesn't matter what's your name. All I know, you ain't a player in my game. Relax and take a seat, sucker. I'm deep, brother. Words hit you like a Martin LK speech, nigga. Your arms is too short to box, you no reach, nigga. You can't get up in the club, you in the street still, nigga. chances like roulette, everywhere on the map. 57 passenger, I always bet on black. Right now my whole mood is on chill, even though some niggas don't even know what the deal. I'ma keep it G real, you do not fit the bill. I'm sure you can't fill the hole in the I surely can drill. So like, why you's all up in my space? Don't you see me over here trying to get me one a day? Don't you see all these extra other cuties in this place? But you here like I'm in here trying to see your damn face.
Sometimes there's too much I need to know. Sometimes I need my space to even grow. You don't even know then what you here sending for. You ain't for my cause, so step out my door. Sometimes there's too much I need to know. Sometimes I need my space to even grow. You don't even know then what you here sending for. You ain't for my cause, so step out my door.
Step out my door, I don't love you no more. Yeah, I'm feeling like Diddy, I got seats on the floor. Yeah, I'm feeling like Biggie when I'm hitting the boards. Bad boy, I don't stop, that's why I need a tour. That's right, give me my limelight. Smarter than two Asian pussy together, I'm that bright. What made you think that you can kick it with me? I'm allergic to your kinda, yo, you making me sneeze. Hat you, I hope the heavens bless me with some little hoes that ain't never fuck with Breezy. With a couple bill that'll pay my debt easy. With a tight click that'll never ever leave me. Getting stacks together, yeah, we on the grind. You see the team playing while you sitting on the sideline. So say the drama cause it don't even need it. And kick rocks with them feet and make sure that you beat it.
Sometimes there's too much I need to know. Sometimes I need my space to even grow. You don't even know then what you here sending for. You ain't for my cause, so step out my door. Sometimes there's too much I need to know. Sometimes I need my space to even grow. You don't even know then what you here sending for. You ain't for my cause, so step out my door.
So step out, you don't know. So step out, you don't know.
Hey, yo, that was Step Out My Door by Vito Blaze, a.k.a. Vance Michelle, a.k.a. me, okay? And if you want to see more of me, I'll be performing at Hurley's Irish Pub every week. People be asking me, where do you mainly perform? Well, it's at Hurley's Irish Pub. I host a show called The World's Smallest Comedy Night. Come check it out. It's at 8 p.m. And I host the Monday Night Dirty Mic. It's at 10:30 p.m. at Hurley's Irish Pub every Monday. 1225 Rue Crescent Street to motherfuckers that speak English. Alright, you come there and you cure your Monday blues. If you sad on a Monday, then you just bring your ass over here, okay? And come enjoy the comedy show that's happening at Hurley's Irish Pub every Monday, hosted by me and my boy Zach Kick at 8 p.m. Look for us on Eventbrite. Search World's Smallest Comedy Night. And check this, if you be smoking that good, you know, smoking that weed, then check this. All you gotta do is just go to bloomsupply.ca and use my promo code VTOBLAZE. Vito Blaze. It's VTOBLAZE. Don't put the I in there. Just straight up type in VTOBLAZE and you'll get $40 off of your first order. And just remember, any order over $100, the shipping is free, okay? And it'll get to your house between 2 to 3 days if you're living in Canada. This is for all my weed heads in Canada. Go to this site and use my promo code. All right? And I got more shows coming up for you real soon. You can catch me at the Third Floor Club on some Thursdays. And check me on Old Port shows on some Thursdays. Check me at the Kickback Comedy on some Thursdays too. Alright? Now, yo, check this. I seen a video. I swear, I really wish this shit was AI. Like, artificial intelligence. I wish it was a fake video, but this video was real. It was Mike Tyson on a treadmill. It was like a skill mill. Okay, and he was wearing some floppy old clown shoes and shit like that. And the motherfucker was saying, "Oh, yo, the skill mill was tough." Motherfucker was running probably -5 miles per hour. I mean, my man it looked like he was really walking on a treadmill, and and he was out here, he was sweating bullets, and he was saying like how this treadmill was tough. And then it looked like he was about to pass out on the treadmill. Then a couple of days later, you hear Mike Tyson has a scare on the flight before going to visit some people. Like before he goes on an airplane, he has like a hospital scare. They rush him to the hospital, but the fight is still scheduled. Even though you hear people might want to replace him, like Chael Sonnen is out here thinking he might be next, might be, or Gervonta Davis, somebody like that might replace him. But and Ryan Garcia is out here talking shit against Logan, against the Paul brothers. So, you know, he want a piece of action. But like, nah, the fight is still scheduled to take place July 20th. Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. And I don't know, Mike, I really want to be in your corner. But the more and more we get closer to this fight, Mike, it's really tough to have your back out here. But Mike, you can't lose. I keep telling people you can't lose. Because if you lose, Dana White ain't gonna give up his seat next time. You know what I mean? And I already said they're gonna be acting. We can't lose. We can't lose, Mike. I hope this ain't a setup. Because if this is a setup, this is gonna set up to fuck up my summer. This is set up. You gonna fuck up my summer? Don't fuck up my summer, Mike, by losing this fight. If anything, bite the nigga's ear off. Again, bite the ear off. Bite something off. If you ain't going out like that. I know you ain't going out like that. So if anything, might bite Jake Paul's ear off. Bite his fucking nose off. His lip off. Do some shit. Traumatize a motherfucker. You know what I mean? He might take the L. You might take a L. But Jake Paul's gonna walk away traumatized. All right, either you win or Jake Paul leaves this shit traumatized. Okay, that's what you do, Mike. Because it looks like you ain't in the shape to throw them combos like you used to do, or move like you used to move. I'm praying for God. I hope the bone don't break in the middle of this fight. I'll pray to God that you don't find God during this fight, Mike. All right, Mike. I don't know, man. It looks like Mayweather out. Yo, matter of fact, I said free Mayweather. Mayweather's free. Oh yeah, I saw him in the fight. You saw him at the end of AEW Double or Nothing with Swerve Strickland after he won the match. Yeah, Mayweather was out there. He was smiling and shit. And he was on my boy Cameron's podcast. It is what it is. You know, talking about the haters, Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia. We'll get to that maybe on the other Rapid Flames, but right now, I'm glad Mayweather's back. Everything's good in the hood now. And I saw him in Vegas, so hopefully he didn't lose a lot of money out in Vegas. What are you doing out in Vegas anyway? You just got to buy the fucking situation. Now you in the middle of Vegas. Man, stay your ass home, Mayweather. What the fuck is you doing? Anyway, back to what I was saying. Mike, you got to hold this. You got to hold this up, big. I don't know what you got to do. It looks like you got to drink more sports shakes or more insurers and shit. You know what I'm saying? Or get in touch with some Haitians around the way and eat some of the. I don't know, you got to get young quick. 20 days, because I don't know, Mike. I don't know. You need to find Apollo. I hope the ghost of Apollo Creed is going to be in your corner, because that's what you going to need. All right. What I'm about to say, I got a spoiler alert, okay? Spoiler alert. So if you don't want to hear any spoilers for X-Men 97, I suggest you just skip to the end of this podcast, because what I'm about to say is probably going to spoil the season for you, or whatever the point where you at. If you ain't finished the season, I might spoil it for you if you ain't get too far in the season, the first season of X-Men 97. That's on Disney Plus, or you can get it however the fuck you be streaming where your program these days. But I ain't gonna be a snitch and shout you out. But here's the deal, yo. I was watching X-Men 97 and I got to say, it's pretty good. It is pretty good. From a guy that was watching X-Men back in 1996, 1995, when it was popping and shit. Yo, I'm a big fan and I'm glad the comeback was real. The comeback was real. Here's what I didn't like about it, because you know what I noticed? When you got something that Marvel makes, which be top tier, you know, somebody gotta go in the process. And you notice Spider-Man, the last Spider-Man movie that was out, when they had not one, not two, but 3 Spider-Mans in that bitch. And then they had about like 5 villains and shit. 6 different villains and shit. Anyway, yo, the shit got real. Shit got crazy. Multiverse. And then spoiler alert. I got a spoiler alert for you here too, if you ain't seen Spider-Man yet. And here's the deal. Before I even get into the spoiler alerts, I can't believe I even have to say spoiler alert, because I mean, with the times these days, you got to catch up with shit. You really got to catch up with shit. If the shit dropped last night, your responsibility is to watch it within due time. Don't be out here and not watching shit for mad long. Like, if I'm talking about the end of Walking Dead, if I tell you Glenn dies, and then somebody's saying, oh no, don't spoil it for me, I ain't watch it yet. Yo, bro, like, what? That show ended a while ago. And if you don't know that Glenn dies by now, then I'm sorry, man. I can't help you. Don't make me. It's not my fault that your ass chose to do something else besides not knowing that Glenn died or Walter dies in Breaking Bad. It's not my fault. It's really not my fault. I shouldn't be out here spoiler alert and shit when you could catch up on your programs on your fucking watch. In these days in the country where I'm at, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we in a place where you can watch shit on your watch, don't ask me, don't tell me, oh, don't spoil it for me. Motherfucker, you can watch your shit on your watch. You can catch up. Don't tell me, I mean, you could choose to do mad shit, but if you ain't caught up by now, and we in like a first world country, I mean, I understand if you in a country where you get bombed daily, or you in a country where you gotta walk 3 miles to fucking get a cup of water. Okay, then you could tell me, hey yo, you know what? Don't spoil the end of Moana for me, even though that movie's been out, or don't spoil the end of Frozen for me. Okay, I understand. If we in these times, but if you're in a country and you can watch the shit on your fucking, you can watch movies on your phone, then don't be mad if I tell you the end of Spider-Man and it came out, 2 years ago? That movie came out about 2 years ago, almost 3 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago. I remember, like, the shit popped off in the middle of the pandemic, and then people went back into lockdown. I swear the Illuminati only let the movies open just for that fucking movie. Anyway, it was lit though. Anyway, in that movie, right? Not Mary Jane dies. Aunt May dies. And you ain't expect that. Because you thinking that, okay, she's a single woman, she ain't got no Uncle Ben, so, you know, we skip that part of the story. There ain't no death. But yo, as soon as she said, with great responsibility, with great power comes great responsibility, then she kicked the bucket. And I damn near cried. And I was like, fuck. Why they got to do this? Why they got to make me feel grief in this feel good movie? Like, why I didn't pay this to see this shit, or I didn't choose to illegally stream what the fuck I'm seeing right now. Even though I did choose to illegally stream it a couple of more times, I'll snitch on whatever. But yo, it's like, yo, why would they hit me with the grief? You know, I'm still mourning for Aunt May. Real talk. I can't believe she went out like that, and it was the finest Aunt May in history, and they gonna take her out like that? Damn. They could have gave her more movie roles. I was just sad to see Aunt May go out like that. Like the other Aunt Mays, they could have went out with some shit. Like they had one chick. They had old girls, you know what I mean? Aunt May didn't even look all that fine. Now they had the finest Aunt May, and they had her kick the bucket. I was tight. I was really mad. You know, I'm sure there was a lot of Aunt May fans out there. Fuck Spider-Man. Aunt May. Word. Anyway, she kicked the bucket, and they made me feel that shit. And then back to what I'm saying, like, they gotta hit you with the grief now. Like, motherfuckers really gotta hit you with the death. The death toll goes up. I notice, like, that's the formula. If things want to go right, it's the death toll gotta go up. Cause back to what I was saying before about the spoilers. You know what I mean? Like, I can't be, because I can't, like Game of Thrones shit, the death toll on that shit is ridiculous, right? And that's why that shit damn near that was why it was the number one TV show. It was going back and forth with power. Anyway. It got mad death in that shit. The Red Wedding was crazy. And here you go again. If somebody out there like, oh, see, I ain't watch Game of Thrones. I didn't watch Game of Thrones at all. I'm trying to catch up with Game of Thrones. But if somebody's out here talking about Game of Thrones, I'm not going to be like, oh, don't spoil it for me. Don't spoil it for me. Like, I ain't get to see it. They gonna tell me like, yo, bro, you mad weird now. That show over 4 or 5 years ago. Why you haven't seen that shit on your watch? I mean, so back to, yo, there's gonna be some spoilers. I'm about to say for X-Men 97 right now. So, and don't be that guy. Don't be the motherfucker that be like, shit, I ain't see it yet. What? You better see it now. Go watch it now. Don't let me catch you in the street and me talking about X-Men 97 and I'm about to talk about what the fuck I'm talking about and you be like, oh, word. I ain't even know. Cause on some real shit, you should know. You should know by now. You should know by now that Gambit's dead. Gambit's dead. Why the fuck would they kill Gambit? This nigga was supposed to be the one to have the next movie out. So this is how y'all gonna do Gambit? I swear for God, it's because he was damn near black. He was damn near black. Shit. The only black nigga that they got on the X-Men on some real shit is Bishop, and his ass is always going to the future. Why is that? Why can't that nigga stay in the present? Why that nigga always gotta go to the future? The nigga came back one time, took the baby and shit. And then we find out that the baby was Cable. But everybody that read the comics knew that the baby was Cable the whole goddamn time. But yo, X-Men was lit. I like X-Men. It was really good. I just really have a problem that they fucking killed Gambit. Because Gambit was one of my favorite X-Men. Slinging cards. He was cool, man. He was trying to get with Rogue. But like he was always in the friend zone with Rogue. Now I did kind of lost respect for him though. That's the thing. And because now I just realized like, oh shit, you know, this nigga Gambit's always in the friend zone with Rogue. While Magneto was getting Rogue pussy. You know what I mean? While he can't even kiss the girl. And he was talking about, I love you, Shetty. And Rogue was like, yeah, but I can't touch you. Cause you know what I'm saying? Magneto was hitting that. Getting Rogue, tapping Rogue from the back. I mean, and Gambit was in the friend zone. So when that motherfucker died, I was like, damn. But I was like, you know what I mean? Of course, he went out on some sucker for love shit anyway, protecting Rogue, and then Rogue out here trying to be mad and shit, trying to act mad. Oh, Grammy's gone because he did some sucker for love shit for your ass, and he went out. That's why I'm kind of mad, because Gambit kind of went out on some sucker for love shit. He ain't even have to go up. Like, it looked heroic. It looked very heroic. But it was really sucker for love. Like, he did that shit, save Rogue, and cause you know, Gambit, if the old Gambit, that nigga would have been out and about. But he did that shit, he stuck around, he tried to save Rogue, and he died. He gave up his life and shit. And that's the thing I like. Like, it would have got a 10 X-Men. You hear me? Y'all got a 9 out of 10. Y'all probably would have got a 10 if Gambit ain't die on some sucker for love shit. Real talk. So if you out here trying to watch a cartoon, you trying to look for something to watch cartoon wise, watch X-Men on the Disney Plus, and also watch the New Adventures of Superman. I like that one. That one is dope. It don't hate on that. Don't hate on the New Adventures of Superman. You watch that. It's pretty cool. Alright, and hey yo, that's all the flames I gotta throw on the situations I know. Stay lit. If you enjoyed that episode and would like to keep up with all the latest and future episodes of Rapid Flames Podcast, then please subscribe to the Rapid Flames Podcast on YouTube and all podcast available platforms, because we're available on all of them. So tune in, stay with us, stay with us, stay locked in, stay lit.